So even though I am not back to 100, I could not sleep it away. I do feel better, but I still did have to take some medicine this morning because I still had a tickle in my throat. So I wanted to really talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County. As you guys know, I've been watching the Real Housewives on Peacock. I did not watch Dubai. I couldn't get into it, and I don't know, maybe I'll watch it at a later time, but I couldn't get into it. So what has been going on with the Real Housewives of Orange County? First of all, it really is a continuation of last season to some extent, but the main story has been Shannon, and she had a drunk driving incident where she drove into the house and she got really injured, but she also got arrested. Supposedly she is dealing with a lot because she is an empty nester and she just broke up with her boyfriend John Jansen or whatever. I genuinely do not trust men who attach themselves to women who are on reality TV platforms. All of them. I don't care how successful you are. I always have a question mark about, because not to say, and I'm actually messing up myself because I don't think that's it. I just feel like they know that your public image is so important, and I feel like they always try to, it's almost like they blackmail you with it to some extent. That's just how I feel. So Shannon's going through this breakup. The breakup seemed to be her fault because obviously it was based off of this alcohol problem that she's having. Shannon's not stopped drinking. People are trying to label her an alcoholic and trying to I think my issue with the way that people are dealing with Shannon is, I think they just wanted to stop drinking. They wanted to go stone cold sober and admit she has an alcohol problem. And I think Shannon does not feel like she has an alcohol problem. I think Shannon is using alcohol to deal with her issues. And I think she, what would I say, self-medicating, right, a little bit. And I feel like, one, alcohol is a very dangerous drug. It is very toxic. But I think that there is, to some extent, there is so many other forms of self-medicating that are totally socially acceptable. Alcohol is just not becoming, like, I think people are just trying to make it seem like if you self-medicate with alcohol, you're an alcoholic. And I think that this is very crazy what I'm about to say. And I promise this off of a TikTok. There is someone who talks about how they did alcohol recovery, but they what they did is they went from being a binge drinker. They didn't want to stop drinking alcohol. They didn't want to be the person who, if they ever had a drink, their whole life would spiral. They wanted to go from having this extreme relationship with alcohol to being able to drink alcohol, consume alcohol at a normal level. And I think that is, right. People have alcohol issues. Some people have binge alcoholism. Some people they don't binge drink, but they cannot go a day without a drink. Like, I think that there's just different levels of this alcoholic thing. And I think the only way that we have been taught about it to deal with it is this Alcoholics Anonymous style of quit and never go back. And I think it's valid for so many people. Some people just should never do any drugs. Some people should never have a whiff of alcohol. But some people's goal is to be in a room full of people drinking alcohol and not be triggered. Some people's goal is to be able to have one or two drinks and not be triggered. And I think sometimes that comes from dealing with whatever is behind the alcoholism, if that makes sense. Sometimes some things are a path of no return, right? Alcohol is relatively addictive, just not for everybody. But if you don't have an addiction Alexis having the breathalyzer in the car. Wow. Because one thing I'm noticing is Shannon is wanting to drink responsibly. Not stop drinking. Not stop drinking. She wants to be able to drink responsibly. Getting in an Uber, going to the mall, having a drink. Very weird. Like, things. But I also feel like being very lonely, wanting places where you can socialize that don't have alcohol is very limiting. You're not dating. You don't have your kids at home. You're not married. You don't have a family home life. You need an go out with the girl's life, and then your friend circle and your work circle has been infiltrated by a treacherous woman who is your boyfriend's current ex-boyfriend's current girlfriend. Guys, come on now. That is wild, okay? And like, I hate when reality TV does those setups, but it's part of the game, right? Hold on. It's part of the game, but I'm like, Chelsea, okay, not Chelsea, because that's literally another TV show, but like, I'm like, come on now, like, that is so evil. And the fact that this Alexis girl has played such a hand in the extortion of Shannon, like, it's very clear that this ex-boyfriend is trying to clean his name up. But I think to some extent, some of the issues they're trying to resolve, he is trying to force her to take back certain things about him that she has said, not on the show, because on the show she hasn't said much. She just thinks he wasn't there for her, and I do think that that's fair, but I do understand the circumstances. I think allegedly she almost ran into the guy's kid while she was driving drunk, and maybe feels like he has to protect his family. Allegedly, because I didn't quite get this clear. And so maybe just felt like, I don't want to choose. Like, you are not good for my family, you're not good for me, get out of my life. Listen, if you have ever experienced someone who is like this, and I mean if you're a John who has experienced someone like a Shannon, someone who is powerful and on reality TV and and they're acting out of whack, and they're expecting you to be there for them, and you don't show up that way, it's a little bit weird because both people are grieved. But like, it sounds like John has boundaries. Now, John, you need to get out of the spotlight. You need to decide that reality TV is not real. You cannot be trying to fight her on her platforms. I get it that this is going to have a negative impact on you, but these are the consequences. These are the consequences of dating someone who is on reality TV. Their story, they are platformed bigger than you are, okay? And if you claim, because this is the issue that Shannon has been saying, that he never wanted to be on a national platform like this, he was very upset with her because he felt like she brought so much, he felt like she overexposed his life, and and my issue is, right, if you felt that way and you felt so strongly about that while you were dating her, and it's part of the reasons why you broke up, is everything is so public with her because she's a public figure. You're gonna go date another person and put them on reality TV because you know good and well the only reason why Alexis has been added to the show is because of this potential conflict that she's going to have with Shannon, obviously, right? So it's like, come on now, and you are using her as the middleman. This is a very strange experience because for me, right? Oh, this is such a ramble. For me, I just feel like, one, she's right. Why did you wait until the show was airing to sue me? Right? You want to hit me where it hurts? To graciousness is what's missing. I think Shannon, is not very gracious in how she's breaking up with him. And I think he is not very gracious with how he is breaking up with her. This is the kind of stuff that you hold on to and you wait a long time. And then you do a big tell-all, a podcast or something. Like, this is not the kind of thing that you run with to the media or to the, I don't know, the same, I don't know what people do. But I pray that if I broke up with someone, I would just be quiet and call my therapist and distance myself from that person's world and life as much as possible. If these guys were like husband and wife for 30 years or something, I would understand. But like, the relationship just doesn't give whatever they're trying, like whatever drama they're having, it doesn't seem worth it. So yeah, I don't know. Alexis needs to watch her back, girl. You are so dumb. And I stand on that 110%. One thing you should never do as a woman is let the man talk so dirty and greasy about the other woman to your face. 1, 2, be the bone carrier for the man. Like, hell to the no, girl. Like, oh, she makes me want to cuss. Like real cussing. You should never be the bone carrier for a man. You should never defend a man when you are not there. When you were not there. Girl, you were not there. You don't know none of these people. You better watch your back. You better watch your back. Someone said a year from now, Alexis will be saying, Shannon, you were so right. It's like a storyline. It's like a storyline that writes itself. Like, come on, girl. Or is that her ploy to come in as John's girlfriend and then be able to develop a storyline? Because then the next season she'll be saying, oh, he's not that bad. Them getting engaged. Them getting, oh God. Dumb as a rock. Dumb as a rock. It's like the other girl, Jen, right? Who had an affair on her husband with this guy and then is moving in with and living with him and whatever. But here's the thing, the difference, and I'll say this is the difference between Jen and Miss Alexis. There are women like Jen, like Erica, who are going to go from one strong man to the next strong man because they're never going to take care of themselves financially. Okay? Their role is to be a wife. Especially because Jen's kids are so young. Like, girl, that's the step. That's how it's done. At least that's my experience of how the white girls be doing it out here. Shout out to the white girls. Y'all are smart. So I just think that that's the thing. Like, she's not doing anything out of the ordinary. The housewife to housewife pipeline, girl. You better. The only thing is, I feel like Jen didn't quite date up like she was supposed to. I mean, she did, but then I'm guessing because of the scandal, he got let go, blah, 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 whatever. But like, little Miss Alexis. You are gonna be crying pretty soon. She is definitely being love bombed. She is definitely falling for the okie doke. Can't wait to see what comes out of that horrible thing. Miss Heather Dubrow, you definitely called the paparazzi. Please stop wasting our time. I'm so over it. I do like Katie. I like Katie a lot. I think it's because she's so pretty, but I like her. I like Katie. I like, oh God, I forgot her name. Not Gina, but her best friend. Like that girl. She's just, I don't know. She's always crying. She's been through a lot. She's just such a fighter. I can see that. And she's so comical and so brutal. Like, she's growing. She's trying to grow as a person, not be so mean. But girl, you got a mean streak in you, girl. You got a mean streak, and we love to see it. Oh, we love to see it. Tamra, go by. Tamra's a horrible friend. Has been a not. You know what Tamra is? Tamra is not a horrible friend. Tamra is a judgmental person. Teddy's funny. I like Teddy. I know people don't like Teddy from Beverly Hills, but I like Teddy. She's a little bit much, but I like her, and I definitely am going to be listening to Two T's she don't look as young as